Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the Sony Xperia XZ1 Compact, one of the smallest flagship phones you can get. So without further ado, let's get to it. Let's start with the design. This phone bucks the trend of thin and round, instead opting for a 9mm thick brick-like design that I actually really like. It's powered by a Snapdragon 835 chip, backed up by 4GB of RAM and 32GB of expandable storage. The right side is home to the dedicated camera button, power and fingerprint reader, and the volume rocker. I've heard some people complain about the position of the fingerprint reader, but I actually like it. It's easy to access whether the phone is face up or down, and it's incredibly fast and accurate. The bottom is where you'll find a USB Type-C port, and up on top, Sony has thankfully included a headphone jack. Around back, we can see the Xperia branding, the NFC indicator, and the camera. It's a 19-megapixel 1/2.3-inch sensor that supports phase detection and laser autofocus, and an f2.0 lens with an equivalent focal length of 25mm. There are three main camera modes: manual, auto, and video, and a bunch of little sub-modes at the end. Video can be recorded at 4K 30fps in the H.265 codec, and the 19-megapixel stills look amazing for a smartphone with loads of detail and dynamic range. Despite having no hardware stabilization, the software did an impressive job stabilizing my shaky golf cart ride here. And then there's the 960 FPS slow motion. Unfortunately, you can only record 960 FPS in short bursts, but if you can get the timing right, it's jaw-dropping. I did find that focusing happens way slower in slow-mo mode, so be sure to focus beforehand. Finishing up with the hardware, we've got two front-facing stereo speakers that actually sound pretty good. Sony's custom Android ROM is fairly unobtrusive, and they even place the Google feed to the left of the stock home screen. The 4.6-inch screen has 319 pixels per inch, and has carried over the triluminous display tech from Sony's TV division to give some very impressive colors. It also has something called Video Image Enhancement. This just seems to add contrast and sharpness to videos, and I'm not a huge fan of it, but at least they let me turn it off. It doesn't come through very well in the video, but the display is fantastic. And paired with the front-firing speakers, everything from gaming to watching movies is a great experience. And the battery life is fantastic, getting me through almost 2 full days. It currently runs Android 8.0 Oreo, with a promised update to 9.0 coming this November. Here's the Xperia next to my 5.2-inch LG G5, and it's kind of refreshing to use something that isn't so big. It's kind of a shame other companies don't release small phones too. They're much easier to keep in your pocket. And that about wraps up this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like and consider subscribing to see what I make next. I'll see you next time.